the deputy president over top state appointments at the State House. However, Gachagua claimed that the political enemies who fought hard to stop Ruto's ascension to power are sponsoring shouting headlines in the media to fight his government.
Has inherited a country in a difficult situation. I don't want to use very strong words today. And he needs your prayers. And the people who are trying to stop him have not given up.
Gachagua accused the opposition of using the media to discredit their partnership, consequently asking Kenyans to ignore the reports making rounds as the government is only focused on service delivery.
So we want to ask the people of Kenya to ignore such. The Ruto administration is solid, it is focused on service delivery, and will not be distracted by propaganda, by innuendos, and things that do not make sense before the people of this country.
The second in command also took a swipe at Azimio leader Raila Odinga for planning a mass strike against the impeachment of the IEBC commissioners, saying they should first ensure that their families take the lead role in the street protests.
The same people are asking the people of Kenya to go back to the streets because Parliament is doing its work and is an independent institution. If they want the people of Kenya to go to the streets, they must lead by example, because these people who want our children to go to the streets have organized and arranged for their children to go and serve in the East African Legislative Assembly in Arusha.
The DP fiercely defended the head of state over accusation that he had become a puppet of the West, following his partnerships with America and Europe and diplomatic acceptability among world powers.
That William Ruto is a puppet of the West. We have told them, President William Ruto has the exclusive mandate from the people of Kenya to engage the West, the East, the North, the South, and anybody who means well for this great country.
On his part, President William Ruto noted that the rumors and accusations were because the opposition was just doing its job.
My deputy has said there is a bit of noise, but you know, this is, everybody is doing their job, I think. I think the opposition is doing their job. The executive we will do our job. The judiciary will do their job. But as the Bible says, all works well for the good of those who trust in Jesus.
This comes as the Azimio coalition recently warned against pushing for GMO foods and other government decisions. Jeff Mwangi, KIU TV.
MPs allied to the Kenya Kwanza coalition have vowed to eject the 4 IEBC commissioners who rejected the 2022 August 9 presidential elections. Speaking at different functions in Embu, MPs Geoffrey Ruku from Mbeere North and his Nandi Hills counterpart Bernard Kitur declared that the 4 commissioners had failed the integrity test to remain in office.
A section of members of parliament allowed Kenya Kwanza coalition of aired their commitment to banish the 4 IEBC commissioners who rejected the August 9th presidential election results. The 4, namely IEBC Vice Chairperson Juliana Cherera and Commissioners Irene Masit, Justice Nyangaya and Francis Wanderi, are to be kicked out of office on grounds of violation of the Constitution, gross misconduct and incompetence. Bernard Kitur MB Nandi Hills dismissed the move by Azimio-affiliated leaders to support the 4 commissioners, adding that the majority of members in the 14th House will vote to impeach them.
In regard to Azimio team, that is just a story they are saying. What would you expect of people in opposition? They will just want to make those, far-fetched statements. You cannot say they were given a fair hearing. Some of them did not appear in that committee, and some walked away. So how will they be heard if they are leaving the plenary? Because they know they are already guilty. Every Kenyan knows that they did some very shoddy job when they were doing the announcements. Every Kenyan knows. So when it will come to the floor of the House, those 4 commissioners will go home.
On his part, MP from Mbeere North, Geoffrey Ruku, observed that the 4 commissioners will be expelled from the office as there is evidence and motion to impeach them is ongoing at the National Assembly.
We have to chase them out of the office. there is all evidence which is required. They were sabotaging the will of the people in the last general elections. We are going to impeach them in the floor of the House. We have a motion. Once the motion is going to be forwarded in the Parliament, we are going to impeach them.
The National Assembly's Justice and Legal Affairs Committee launched a probe into the conduct of the 4 commissioners following the tabling of a motion seeking to banish them from office on Thursday, November 24th. IEBC Vice Chairperson Cherera and Commissioner Irene Masit will appear before the committee on Monday, November 27th, where they are expected to provide their responses on the accused petitions, whereas Commissioners Francis Wanderi and Justice Nyangaya will appear before the committee on Tuesday next week. Jeff Mwangi, KUTV.
Moving on, the race for Garissa Township parliamentary seat is taking shape, with clans going for their best candidates for the seat. The Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission has slated the by-election for Garissa and Kandara constituencies for January 5th, 2023.
After the formerly elected Garissa MP Aden Duale resigned to take up the Defense Cabinet Secretary post in the country, Garissa communities have come forward to choose their best candidates for the parliamentary seat. This comes after the Speaker of the National Assembly, Moses Wetangula, and his Senate counterpart, Amason Kingi, declared the Kandara and Garissa parliamentary seats vacant. Candidates who declared interest for the seat are former Garissa governorship candidate retired Major Deko Barrow, former Fafi MP Abdikarim Osman, former women aspirant Mulki Warsame, and former Assembly Majority Leader Mohamed Gabo. They both come from the same Outhwak clan with CS Aden Duale.
We have droughts, we have insecurity, we have so many challenges. All that we can achieve, and we can take this community further by joining the government and working with the government hand in hand. By so doing, collectively, we have decided to give this seat to United Democratic Alliance.
Duale was given the opportunity to announce the candidate for the parliamentary seat on a UDA ticket after the Council of Elders endorsed Major Deko as their best candidate.
We have Major retired Deko Mohamed ndio candidate wetu wa UDA.
My brother Mheshimiwa Duale kwa kuleta jamii yangu pamoja ili tukue na one candidate kwa hii election by election ya 2013. Tunashukuru Rais Mheshimiwa William Samoei Ruto kwa kupatia yeye kiti ya waziri.
The Auliahan Community Council of Elders also endorsed Nasir Dolal Mohamed as their sole candidate for the seat. Nasir, who is commonly referred to as Jofle by supporters, is a seasoned politician who has been contesting since 2013, always coming second to Defense Cabinet Secretary Aden Duale, who has held the seat since 2007. The two others who had shown their interest in the seat and delivered the application to the office of the Sultanate for determination were Faisal Amin and Mohamed Abikadir Hussein. Mutweri Eliud for KU TV.
Elsewhere, Shege Njuguna, who had emerged second in the 2022 August polls for the Kandara Member of Parliamentary seat, has clinched the UDA party ticket in the highly contested party nominations for the by-elections in that constituency. The contest had attracted 14 candidates who are eyeing the party ticket.
Under the office of the spouse of the deputy president, the agenda on family values and chaplaincy will champion police mass weddings. Speaking at the event of commissioning of the 11 police officers, Dorcas stated that together with the National Police Service, the government shall sponsor uniformed mass weddings every year as a way of establishing police families.
We shall encourage cohesive families, and in order for us to do this, with you, the National Police Service, we shall organize marriages for the uniformed police in mass weddings every year.
In preparations for the by-election slated for January 5th, 2023, Chege Njuguna, who was in the race to secure Kandara parliamentary seat in the August poll, where he came in second, has expressed his joy after winning the nomination and has urged Kandara residents to vote for him come January 5th to cement his win.
Matokeo ya uchaguzi ni kwamba Njuguna Chege ambaye alikuwa mshindi wa huu uchaguzi alipata kura 7,826.
Chege, having done intensive campaigns before the August polls, could have given him an upper hand against his opponents. His win indicates the political dynamic in the area, with people opting to go their way other than where they were being directed.
Nimefurahia sana na hii ushindi si ushindi ya Chege Njuguna, hii ni ushindi wa watu wa Kandara, kwa sababu watu wa Kandara walitokea siku ya leo wakapiga kura yao na Chege akakuwa mshindi.
According to Kandara Police Commander Michael Mwaura, the election began late. He has also encouraged the candidates not to mislead their followers, asking them to maintain peace during the elections and after the elections.
Kuna kitu yoyote ambayo iko na shida, isipokuwa hii uchaguzi ilianza kama umechelewa kidogo, lakini maofisa walifika mapema na wakaelekea kwa kichuo, wakasidikisha presiding officers wakiwa wawili, na tunaomba wale ambao wanachaguliwa wakifika kwenye kichuo na wafuasi wao wanapiga kura na wanatoka bila furugu.
After the resignation of former Member of Parliament of Kandara Alice Wahome, following her appointment in the cabinet as Minister of Water, Wahome has pledged to work closely with whoever will be elected to help steer development agenda in the area. Edward Nyamo, KUTV.
During the commissioning of 11 police officers to be bishops, evangelists and pastors at the Nyeri Administration Police Line, Her Excellency Pastor Dorcas Rigathi said that the government will be funding police marriages, confirming that she would personally attend the annual mass weddings in support of strong police families.
Under the office of the spouse of the Deputy President, the agenda on family values and chaplaincy will champion police mass weddings. Speaking at the event of commissioning of the 11 police officers, Dorcas stated that together with the National Police Service, the government shall sponsor uniformed mass weddings every year as a way of establishing police families.
We shall encourage cohesive families, and in order for us to do this, with you, the National Police Service, we shall organize marriages for the uniformed police in mass weddings every year.
The DP's wife office will collaborate with the police chaplaincy led by Chief Chaplain of the Administration Police Bishop Dr. Kipkoech Kibet in advocating for strong family values across the security service. Pastor Dorcas also officially opened the Nyeri AP Line Chapel in the town during the service led by the Chief Chaplain Bishop Kibet.
All know the police in the service to the nation spend many days away from their wives, from their children, and they strain a lot and sometimes may be fearful.
David Mwangi was ordained as the fourth new bishop under Administration Police to oversee the Central Region. Mwangi was very honored to be named as the new bishop. The collaboration of the presidency and police in ensuring the security service has strong families that are spiritually nourished has been highly commended by stakeholders in the country. Edward Nyamo, KUTV.
All right, 15 minutes past the top of the hour. We are taking our first short break. You're coming back with agribusiness, so stay tuned.
Kenyatta University will hold its 52nd graduation ceremony on Friday, 16th December 2022 at the main campus along the Thika Superhighway. KUTV will provide live coverage of the graduation ceremony from 8 a.m. The graduation ceremony will also be streamed live on KUTV and KU website, Lola app, and all KU social media platforms. For more information, please contact the Office of the Registrar Academic on 020-870-3092 or 0786 335111 or visit the KU website at www.ku.ac.ke. Kenyatta University, transforming higher education, enhancing lives.
Some way we get criminals getting away with some of these heinous crimes. How does that happen?
One, for one to be labeled a criminal, they must have been convicted. And our criminal justice system is adversarial in nature. We have that aspect of presumption of innocence.
Hi everyone, my name is Magdalene Wanjogo and I'm the Executive Director at Nairobi Trust. Nairobi is a non-profit organization that is based in Nairobi, Kenya, and our work is around using technology to improve the lives of young people from urban informal settlements. So our role was to create safe spaces or girls-only centers and also sensitize the community on the need to have young women pursue, courses in tech or STEM.
Welcome back. Now let's shift gears into the farm. Organic farmers are now pleading with the government not to interfere with the consumption of natural seeds by farmers. This comes days after the government lifted the ban on importation of GMO seeds to curb food shortage. Farmers are therefore crying out to the government to also improve organic farming.
Organic farmers have come out in public to announce their view on importation of genetically modified seeds. According to Kehoro Gonjiri, a participant in Pilam organization, natural seeds are different from the GMO seeds in terms of replanting the seeds, where natural seeds can be replanted unlike GMO seeds.
Mara nyingi ukivuna unapanda tena na inaweza kumea, lakini kwa sasa tumeletewa mbegu ambayo hatuwezi hifadhi kwa sababu baada ya kuvuna hauwezi panda tena, na hiyo inahatarisha chakula yetu ya kiasili ambayo itakuja kupotea tukiendelea na kutumia haya mbegu.
The farmers have explained their benefits that have come with natural seeds, one of them being that the farmers are able to preserve natural seeds unlike GMO seeds, where the seller is the one who benefits fully. Additionally, the cost of maintenance is high comparing with organic farming.
Sababu ambao nilichagua kulima hizi mbegu ni vile mbegu zangu najikuzia mwenyewe na nachagua mbegu mwenyewe na hifadhi mwenyewe. Huwa najitengezea mbolea naeka mbolea ya kawaida. Ni tofauti na kilimo cha kisasa ambacho watu wanalima mbegu za hybrid. Mbegu za hybrid ni mpaka kila wakati uende kwa agrovet ukanunue, na ukiangalia mahali fertilizer imefika wanauza 7,000 kwa gunia ya 50 kg. Sasa mkulima inampatia hasara kubwa.
On the other hand, the farmers have said that the implementation of GMO will affect organic farming, for their sales will reduce. This will be felt once GMO foods start getting into the market.
Mbegu tunasema ni politics. Na politics ni about hunger na mambo ya kushiba. Na mbegu kwa Mungu vile ambazo aliumba mbegu ambazo zitaweza kuweza kushikilia mtu.
Away from that, the farmers have complained on the issue on fertilizer, saying that the cost of buying will be draining to farmers, inquiring that the natural seeds did not require fertilizer or used organic fertilizers. The farmers have also added that they lack knowledge on the new method of farming.
In future, we believe there is going to be a space, because right now we are advocating for indigenous seed. But if the government persists insisting the use of GMO, tunaona mbele ni kubaya.
The government is left to decide on if it should abolish organic farming or it will continue recognizing it. However, the farmers have confirmed that they are going to continue with organic farming no matter what occurs. Edward Nyamo, KUTV.
Kirinyaga County government has opened the first tomato market in the county, bringing the long-awaited relief to farmers and traders. Makutano Tomato Market becomes the largest tomato aggregation center for county farmers who sell their produce to retail and export traders. Take a look.
During the official opening ceremony of the first tomato market in Kirinyaga County, the county's governor Anne Waiguru said that the market will accommodate about 500 tomato traders who have been selling by the roadside but have since been displaced by the ongoing expansion of the Keno Sagana Marua dual carriage.
In this market, as you can see, the people we are having here, we have about 500 tomato traders. Most of them have been selling these tomatoes on the roadside. And because of the Keno Marua dual carriageway, they have been greatly inconvenienced.
The county, through Wezesha program, has supported over 60 farmers group to upscale tomato production through construction of greenhouses for seedling propagation and growing of high-yielding tomatoes. To address post-harvest losses and add value to tomatoes, Waiguru said that the county government is in the process of constructing a tomato factory in Kagai, Moya constituency, noting that the value addition will earn farmers more money and create employment opportunity for Kirinyaga people.
So to address the post-harvest losses, as you have heard requested by the chairman, we are going to be putting up a factory for tomato processing in Kirinyaga, so that the tomatoes that are not sold into the market for consumption, the table tomato, can go into the processing for tomato paste and other products.
The factory will see doubling of tomato farmers as a result of ready-made market for the produce, and according to the governor, the county government will continue supporting farmers to upscale tomato farming as well as provision of favorable marketing environment. Edward Nyamo, KUTV.
And the national government has trained 91 extension officers from 15 counties of Western Nyanza and Central regions through the Aquaculture Business Development Program to support production and commercialization of fish. The program provides a harmonized approach for training of fish farmers and other aquaculture value chain actors within the country. The training was graced by Principal Secretary, State Department of Blue Economy and Fisheries, Dr. Francis Owino.
Aquaculture Business Development Program (ABDP) recognizes the need for adoption of practical aquaculture production technologies and innovations. Training of trainers focuses on capacity building for both extension officers and smallholder farmers. While closing the training of trainers at Bukura Agriculture and Training College, Dr. Francis Owino, Principal Secretary, State Department of Blue Economy and Fisheries, said the government is committed to address challenges facing the aquaculture sector, especially on fingerlings and fish feeds.
It is a program through which the government of the Republic of Kenya aims to invest smallholder aquaculture farmers and other players in value chain to generate both employment, growth, and eventually transform people's lives.
The National Deputy Program Coordinator for ABDP, Dr. Isaac Wamalwa, said that they are confident that by the end of the program, farmers will be thinking business and will have put a business structure for fish farming in place.
As a program, this is the gist of the program. There are many ways that we are promoting aquaculture into a business. One other way, apart from the building capacity of our extension officers and farmers, is also to invest in our strategic facilities, processing facilities, one in Migori, one in Kakamega, one in Nyeri, and another one in Meru.
The program, which is being implemented in 30 working areas in Kakamega County, is developing a trainer's manual for fish farmers with the youth challenge to take up the opportunity and get trained on business skills.
We are also have what we call independent aquaculture aggregators. These are people that are going to be to mediate between the farmers and the market. We also having what we call start and improve your business. This is an opportunity among youths.
In Kakamega, the International Fund for Agricultural Development, IFAD, has invested over 70 million Kenya shillings through ABDP, which has gone towards provisioning of 1,103 predator bird net kits, purchase of 476 PVC liners, training of 26 staff, and purchase of 11 Kibo motorcycles, vehicles, among other empowerment activities. Joseph Thuko, KUTV.
Let's now take a look at what's happening in the world of sports. The Kenya Rugby Sevens team is now appealing for financial assistance, saying they have gone for months without pay and are financially strained. Following alleged abandonment by the government and the Kenya Rugby Union, the Sevens today, through their senior players Billy Odhiambo and William Mambaka, took to social media to appeal for crowdfunding from Kenyans of goodwill, saying they are financially struggling ahead of the World Rugby Sevens series in Dubai and Cape Town. The appeal has attracted the attention of Kenyan leaders, including Nairobi Senator Edwin Sifuna, who has pledged a contribution of 100,000 Kenyan shillings, as the Sevens also want their appeal to reach Sports CS Ababu Namwamba. And finally, Gor Mahia bagged 3 points in their FKF Premier League Matchday 2 action after beating Bidco United 2-1 at Thika Stadium yesterday, a result that maintains them top of the table standings. Elsewhere, Sofapaka was held to a 0-0 draw by visiting Posta Rangers at the Ruaraka grounds in the 2022-2023 FKF Premier League season. All right, that's all we had in store for you this Sunday. Many thanks once again for staying with us. Thank you so much for choosing us once again. Be sure to stay tuned for our subsequent bulletins in this coming week. We hope your week starts on a high note and we're wishing you a beautiful week ahead. My name is Ann ODIDA. Our sign language interpreter tonight is Samuel Kelo. Have yourself a good night.
Kenyatta University will hold its 52nd graduation ceremony on Friday, 16th December 2022 at the main campus along the Thika Superhighway. KUTV will provide live coverage of the graduation ceremony from 8 a.m. The graduation ceremony will also be streamed live on KUTV and KU website, Lola app, and all KU social media platforms. For more information, please contact the Office of the Registrar Academic on 020-870-3092 or 0786335111 or visit the KU website at www.ku.ac.ke. Kenyatta University, transforming higher education, enhancing lives.
Why are you taking medicine? Are you okay?
Yes, I am. The tablet is for HIV prevention.
Pre-exposure prophylaxis, PrEP, refers to antiretroviral drugs taken daily by HIV-negative people who are at ongoing risk of HIV infection to reduce their chances of becoming infected. If used consistently, PrEP can reduce the risk of HIV infection by over 90%. However, because it does not protect against unplanned pregnancy, it should always be used with a family planning method. To get PrEP and any other HIV prevention method, visit a healthcare provider. To talk to someone on PrEP, uliza NASCOP at 0800 724 848 or use direct line 0726 460 000 or 1190. This message is brought to you by the National Syndemic Disease Control Council.
Unemployment has hit you hard. Your salary is meager. You decide to venture into business, but you're struggling to thrive in it. You would want to reap a big tip on how not to run into losses.
Forget the preachy business vlogs, the hyperbolic motivational speeches, and all the roads down desperation.
Hope has come with model stories from small successful entrepreneurs. We tell you these tales weekly on The Budding Entrepreneur. Join us as we help you make your trade profitable and often smile to the bank.
To the Church O'Clock. I'm your host, Esther Becky.
And my name is DJ Tero.
We start you off with a word of prayer and get you started with a live transformational worship experience. And have our minds renewed by the word of God on the word segment.
And not forgetting new music za hii wiki, yani ndakuwa bado nawapatia